We are live. Hello, everybody. When someone's going to come in, I'll say hello to you. In the meantime, I'm just going to have my coffee. Then we're going to get the celebrities up, and then we're going to kick on. Sorry, I slept when I drink. Someone did mention to me actually about the subtitles when I come on. Apparently, because of my proper northern accent, that when people are trying to read the subtitles, it doesn't quite come across as English the way I speak. So thanks for pointing that out. I can't remember who it was. They actually sent me a private message on Facebook. If please just drop us a message over who it was, because that was quite funny actually. So there we go. Welcome everybody. We're going to find out what celebrities we have got. Hope you've all had a good day. And we'll wait until Mr. Joke. Hello, Michael Onwuira. Is that how I say it? See, this is the problem. You can get yourself into trouble if you pronounce things wrong. Michael Onwuira. Did that come up right in the subtitles? There you go. Right, Michael Onwuira. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Right, Mr. Joke Pitman. What celebrities have we got this week? Oh, here we go. I thought that was me for a second. I realised it's Dominic Littlewood. Right, okay. So let's go from which. Hey, Seymour Butts, how are you? Seymour Butts, love that. Are you an actual person? Be very interesting. I'll see what comments he drops in throughout the show. Do you know what I mean? And then we can. Oh, I did pronounce your name right, Michael. Okay, let's crack on with the celebrities. Right, here we go. So. Shall we start with John Motson, who's everybody's favourite on FIFA, you know. But I do remember doing a sketch with John Motson actually a few weeks ago, and I was actually making a running commentary of things that were happening in the house, outside of the house. There was a lady leaving a house, a kid had left the pram, and he was just going mental. So we've got a lot of questions for Mossy, and we've also got Gary Barlow as well, who's also always online, isn't he? You know, he's always making loads of songs. So if anyone wants me to do a bit of singing as Gary, let me know. And then we've also got everybody's favourite scouser, which is John Bishop. So there we go. Everybody loves John Bishop. Do you know what I love about John Bishop? Is he said the most important things in life are the 3 Ds. There, and there. Because John Bishop can't say he's THs, can he? That's what I love about John Bishop. So we're going to move along to the next impression, which... I got confused. Which is me. God, that is me. Doesn't it just go to show the bald people? Honestly, if you put us two in like a box of eggs, you wouldn't know any different, would you? So basically, it's Dominic Littlewood from Cowboy Builders. Everybody knows, don't get done, get done. So if anyone has a question, if anyone has any problems with their houses, make sure you ask me a question and I will answer it as Dom. And, you know, finally, we're going to move on to, you know, Donald Trump. You know, everybody knows the most famous man in the world. If anybody's got any questions, you know, these celebrities are not important. I'm the most famous celebrity of them all. So please make this a Donald Trump press conference and you can ask me any question you would like. You know, these guys are not very famous, so I wouldn't really care about them. I would like to say a huge hello to Angela Marie. Angela, you're a great lady, fantastic lady, really great, fantastic lady. Also, a lovely hello to Lauren Lewis. There we go. None of these celebrities matter. They really don't. Well, actually, John, I think you'll find that I can also say hello to people if you don't mind. I mean, I've been a commentator for a long time, and you might not be aware of me, but I can talk a hell of a lot more sense than you can. Do you know, that is absolute, that is rubbish. That is huge. Do you know what you're saying, John, is fake news? Really is fake news. Well, actually, what do you think, John Bishop? Well, you know, we all know that he talks a lot of shit, don't we? So basically, I'm on Team John's side. So basically, me and John Motson are against Donald Trump. Anybody else on the other side? Well, actually, as a matter of fact, oh shit, here it is here. As a matter of fact, I'm actually on Team John and Team John. Well, you know what, lads? I think I'm going to join you. So it's basically 4 against 1, Donald. How do you feel about that? Do you know what? I know the media are all against me anyway, so whatever you say to me, I really do not care. So whatever questions people ask, I am going to get all the questions because nobody cares about you people. You're not famous enough. You're clearly not famous enough. So there we go. Any questions? So give us some questions. I'll shout out as well. Tell us, you know, if you want to shout out as Gary Barlow or John Bishop. Oh, thank you so much for the laughter, Lauren Lewis. So kind of you. Hi, sis. Say hi to Danny. That's a bit confusing. I'm like saying hi to myself. I don't know. I'm saying that to myself. I really don't know. The reason John Bishop's voice came up is because I'm right behind him. So there we go. I'm right behind Gary as well. So there we go. Excuse me, please, guys. Please, I've not had enough. I haven't had any attention in the past 30 seconds. So please, I need attention because I'm Donald Trump. I'm the most famous man in the world. These guys want to ask me a question because I'm so famous and so great. Do you know, I'd like to say a huge hello to Linanda Etheridge. She's a great lady, fantastic. Also, I'd like to say hello to her. Did Donald Trump have a concealed dummy in his face mask this week? Do you know, there we go. How did I know somebody was going to ask me a question? There we go. Guys, you've all gone quiet. You've all gone quiet. I knew the question was going to come to me, so everybody shut up. Shut up. Shut your faces. Okay, so basically, did I have a concealed dummy in his face mask? That is a very good question, Seymour Butts. You know, very good question. You know, there was a concealed weapon. I may say that there was a concealed weapon. And the reason I wore a face mask is because of the fact, just in case that there are any problems coming over and there were any spies from China. So what I would do is I'd have something in the concealed weapon. I would open it up and it would just go psh. And what it is it's a dart and it goes into the neck of the opposing person and goes right in the neck. And then we can knock them clean out. And then when we wake them up, we can terrorize them and we can find out who they are and where they're from. So yes, I did have a concealed weapon in behind my mask because I'm a very intelligent man, very, very clever man. I think you're talking out your ass, mate. How the hell can you find? How can you find a concealed weapon underneath somebody's mask? Do you know what, John? Nobody was asking you the question. They were asking me the question, and nobody is interested in what you got to say. Okay. Okay, so next question. Thank you so much. This is my press conference. Nobody else's. Nobody else's. Sorry, Danny. Lynn is my sister. Ha 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 ha. Oh, hi, Lynn. There you go. Me John Bishop. Oh, thank you so much, Lauren Lewis. Me John Bishop impression was so funny. I love that. It was so funny. Like it's no longer funny. Like I've been around and I've sold out so many arenas, but it's no longer funny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Seller Tribe. If I say your name as Trump, right, this will be so funny. Do you know, I'd like to say a very good, very big hello to my very, very huge fan, great fan. He loves me. He's a fantastic fan. And he's called Seller Tribe Selim Pillow. I think I said that right. But whether I said it right or not, I do know that it would be hilarious for Donald Trump to say that anyway. Okay. Hiya, Sophie Edmondson. How are you? You're the one who I met in the pub the other day. You're so good. Yeah, all right. Keep it quiet, please, Sophie. Telling everyone I'm out on the piss all the time. That's terrible, isn't it? Gary, why the slow, drawn-out voice? See, there we go, Donald. She's asking me a question now. How do you feel about that? Well, you know, the person who's asking you a question is clearly a friend of yours. That's the only reason people know who you are. That's the only reason, Gary. Well, you know what, Holly? I've got to say, what I love about drooling my voice out like this is because I really like going as slow as I possibly can. And I just keep going on and on and on and on. And it's a really good thing if you've got kids, you know, because when you've got children and you want them to get to sleep, what you do is you just use my voice and you keep talking to them like this and you go on and on and on and on. And eventually they'll fall asleep. So there we go. There's your question answered. Gary Barlow's. Oh, there we go. Gary Barlow could bring tapes out to help people sleep, couldn't he? That'd be quite a good. I'd buy one because it saves you taking them bloody crappy sleeping tablets you get from Boots, isn't it? Thank you so much, Celatrib. I said it correctly. I said it so correctly. There we go. Thank you so much, guys. There we go. Also, when I'm on this show, by the way, guys, I actually make a lot more money than you guys, you know, because people donate for this show. They donate, you know, and they always donate when I do my voice. You know, when you do your voice, nobody donates. You know, you can donate to the page if you like, you know. So there we go. There we go. Any more questions? You did, Boris, when you met my daughter, Sophie. It's a bit too much information, that, Ian, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Could come across as something else. Hey, Gary, is the new lineup... Hey, Gary, is the new lineup for Take That? Well, I've got to say, we do have a new lineup. There we go, Donald, 2-1. Another question from somebody. I'm winning. Do you know what? We've actually got a new tour coming out when all this is all over, all this COVID-19, all this rubbish that's going on, because we can't wait to get out and entertain our fans. But you know what? We never know. The way Take That's going, it might just be me doing a solo show. But we all love that anyway, don't we? So, Dom, are you really only 3'11"? Well, do you know what? You might actually, that was a very good question. You may realise that when I'm actually chasing people, when I'm on cowboy builders, I chase them up to a certain point where if they're about to punch me, they can never hit me, because I do not need to duck. Because if I attempt to duck, what they do is they swing punches and they never hit me. So I'm not 3'11", but you're very close. I'm actually 3'10". So there we go. And I was hoping to be in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as the Wicked Queen. Your question is answered. Thank you so much, Holly Jane. You're a singer as well. We'll have to do a video together. I'll play the piano. You can do the tune like I do with everybody else. That'll be great fun, won't it, eh? Donald, do you... Do you know, Curtis Shelton, you're a great guy. Donald, do you anything to say on China? Well, we all know that China are a dreadfully, dreadfully corrupt place, you know. It all started with the dreadful thing that happened in Wuhan, you know. And I got to say, it's going to be, we're getting stronger together. It's going to be even stronger. You know, and you can tell how strong that I am by the way that I'm squeezing a ball. You know, the way I squeeze the ball, you can just completely tell. I just nearly spat at the camera. That's how dreadful it's getting, you know. I nearly give the camera COVID-19. Well, actually, do you know what? I've never actually had COVID-19. And I was stood next to somebody who had COVID-19 and nobody gave me COVID-19. That's how good I am. I'm just fantastic at everything, you know. But if you look at me and you see how strong that I am, I always have an invisible ball that I'm squeezing as tight as I possibly can, and I can let everybody know that this ball is still as strong as ever, and this ball is America, and this ball is going to be the greatest American ball that we've ever had. You know, and I'm confusing a lot of people right now, but this is very normal for me, so there we go. China. I love China. I love harassing China. So there we go. Thank you so much, Angela Marie. So there you go, Gary. 2-2. Any more questions? Actually, I think you'll find, Donald, I've actually had one question as well. Actually, you'll find that you actually were looking the wrong way. I was over here. You were looking over there. That's how dreadful this is. Hey, Donald, is it mask on or mask off? Well, you know, I think that is a very good question because I'm thinking of writing a martial arts kung fu film, you know. And I think that would be one of the greatest things if you bring Mr. Miyagi back, you know, when we say to fight the kung fu, you know, is it mask on, mask off, you know? And you've got to know your defenses, you know, if you go somewhere where you think, you know, somebody's just sneezed, mask on. There we go. You need to be very quick with your reactions. You know, you've seen someone cough, you're like, mask on, you know? You go anywhere where you see people and you don't realize what they're doing and you're thinking, you know, these people seem okay. You know, they're not sneezing, they're not coughing, nobody sniffling. It's mask off. It's mask off. You go to the public house, you go to the bar, and you have a great time. So there we go. China, thank you so much, Curtis Sheldon. There we go. Gary, what's his name sitting next to me? Well, you know what? I've got two Johns. I've got this John over here, which is John Bishop, and I've got John Bishop. That's who I am. I can't believe you don't know who I am. I'm the most famous person to come from Liverpool. And actually, I'm the most famous commentator ever. So, if nobody knows who I am, you probably heard me on a game of FIFA, or you probably heard me on Match of the Day. So, if anybody's got a question, then So if anybody's got any more questions, then feel free to fire them over. What was my favourite ever game to commentate? I'm sure there's lots of good questions you can ask me. How's the voiceover work going? Well, if I'm honest with you, it's going very well, because it's very easy. I don't have to turn up to a stadium, and I don't have to hold a microphone up like this, right to my mouth, which is what I normally do when I commentate, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. But what it is I'm so used. I mean, if it gets any higher, I'd look like Hitler, So it's quite a remarkable thing, the microphone, when you're commentating. But obviously, right there on the photograph, it's very close, isn't it? But actually, this isn't a microphone. It's actually some Avon makeup that I use when I do Donald Trump. See, nobody can stop talking about me. That's the real thing about me. I'm so great. I'm so fantastic. Nobody can stop talking about me. Even though I've got my Avon makeup in my hand, this is what I use when I put my makeup on. As Donald Trump, is me, by the way. That's what I'm saying, is me. Oh, so there we go. That was John Motson. Why do you call it? Well, James, the reason I call it the China virus is because it's from China. Simple as that. It's from China. That is the reason that, the virus came from China. A lot of people try to say that it came from America. It didn't come from America. It came from China. That's what I call it, the Kung Flu. You were expecting our answer, weren't you, James, if I'm honest with you? You were waiting for the way I said it. So, Mr. President, what will you do with yourself when you lose this time around? Well, I will not lose because, there's no way that I will be losing this Sleepy Joe, because, Sleepy Joe needs to take the test. Okay, there's a test that you have to have when you go be the president, the cognitive test, and I think Sleepy Joe would be so dreadful, really, really dreadful. There is no way that I am going to lose this next election. And, the main reason that I need to win this next election is for the sake of Danny Posthill's career, because, he relies on me a lot. You might think he doesn't. He can do all these different impressions, the Dom Littlewoods, the whoever these other guys are. I don't care. He relies on me a lot, and if it wasn't for me, I don't think he would have a house. I really don't, So that is the reason I am going to win the next election. I'm doing this for Danny Posthill's career. Hey, Donald won't catch COVID-19. Didn't he drink the bleach? Well, when I talk about bleach, it wasn't actually bleach. It was disinfectant, what I said. And, I didn't say that you should drink it. I said you should do it. You shouldn't drink it straight off, What I suggest is if you are going to have bleach is I think you should use it in your bathroom, have it in the bath, and maybe soak it into your skin, And hopefully it won't burn your skin, but it will stop COVID. And also the light rays as well. The light rays will get under your skin, and it will be great. So what you need to do is you need to really use bleach effectively. You need to use it in the right way. And if it's used in the right way, it can tackle COVID fantastically. So there we go. Mr. President, what do you think of Diane Abbott? Well, I got to say, Diane Abbott is somebody who I'm not really familiar with. I do know she's from, she's in the UK. And I do know that I've heard things. Apparently, Danny Posthill is somebody who relies on her too for his career. So if it wasn't for me and if it wasn't for Diane Abbott, I don't think Danny Posthill would have a career actually. But I don't know who the lady is. But I know that he does a lot of jokes about her numbers. I don't know what that means, but apparently numbers are very important, really important. And I think that when it comes to him doing Diane Abbott and getting the numbers wrong, then there's a lot of jokes in there for him. But I really do not know the lady, but I wish her all the very best. Even though I don't know who she is. She's clearly not that famous. Next question. Anybody, please? Drop me a question. This flew by, actually. I'm having a great time. Oh, it's exhausting doing Trump. I'm not going to lie. Any more questions from anyone? Any comments? Or if anyone's got nothing to say, feel free to donate on my page. Click on the link on my page and donate. If you're enjoying the show, do you know what I mean? Because obviously comedians are out of work at the minute, so it'll be nice to Oh, thank you so much, Angela Marie. Right, here we go. We got a question from Callum Andrew Taylor. What does Dominic think of Trump? Well, if I'm perfectly honest with you, Donald Trump actually got in touch with me because he saw me on a show called Cowboy Builders, and he told me that I would be able to help him build that wall. I will make sure that he doesn't have any cowboy builders to help him build that wall. That's absolutely right, by the way, Dominic. That's where I know you from, because I got in touch with you, didn't I? You absolutely did, Donald. And now you're looking at me like I'm a piece of poo. Do you know I'm not looking at you like you're a piece of poo? You know, if you think you look like a piece of poo, then you clearly are a piece of poo. But what I'm saying is we did need help building the wall, you know, and I did get in touch with Boris, you know, and I said, can you get Dominic Littlewood over to have a look? Yes, and if I came over and had a look, I would make sure that that wall is the most stable wall that has ever been built. And if I saw anybody, these drug cartels coming over from Mexico, I would chase them. I'm sure you would chase them, Dominic, but I don't think you'll be able to do a lot by looking at you. You're a very small individual, you know, and I'm not sure what you would actually do. I mean, I don't know whether you got any combat skills. You know, you could maybe kick them in the ankles, but I don't think that would do a lot when they've got an AK-47 coming at you. You know, it's really dangerous, very, very dangerous. Oh, thank you so much, Lauren Lewis. Dominic Littlewood just at the border wall. Like, why do I make this shit up? Oh, there you go. And you can buy me a pint if you want with the... Hey, Dom, can you please tell John Bishop I've stole the wheels off his car? John Bishop, I've actually got some news for you. What's the news? I'm sick of you telling me about news, because whenever you tell me about news, it's someone who's messed me else up, and I've got to pay a fortune to get it fixed again. Well, actually, I've got some news for you. I suggest you go outside and you look at your car. I've got to go outside and look at my car. Why do I want to go outside and have a look at my car? It's a nightmare. I'm sat in, I'm having a cup of tea and I'm watching the telly. I suggest you go out and look at your car. All right, I'll have a look at my car. Jesus. Oh, for fuck's sake, who's pinched me wheels off my car? I told you, didn't I? I said, if you don't look out of your window, someone is going to steal the wheels off your car. No, you never. You didn't say that at all. You're a liar, you are. You're wasting him over there. Do you know what? I really don't think you should bring me into this, because this is so dreadful. You know, whenever anything goes wrong, you always bring me in. Do you know what? I'm going to start calling you John. I'm going to start calling you CNN. Why the fuck am I called CNN? It's called, who the fuck's pinched me wheels off me car? Me wheels are gone. Me car looks like a fucking skip. A skip where the door's open. Can you help us? How can I get me wheels back? Don't worry, John. Leave it to me. I will go and chase the people who've got your wheels. Well, you've got me wheels because I can fucking see them under the table. You're absolutely right, John. Here's your wheels back. So there we go. I thought Donald Trump was a rough trader. Well, you know, I've always been a very, very rough trader. You know, I've always been a rough trader. I've always been somebody who trades a lot, you know, trades a lot for years and years and years. And I've got a lot of money from my dad, which did help, you know, and I'd like to say a huge hello to my very good friend, Ricky O'Brien. He's a great guy, fantastic guy. So there we go. That was a very rough trade. You know, when I lost. Love, there's some great voices tonight. Well, thank you so much. I mean, I haven't really been heard, am I? But, you know, John, you keep interrupting when nobody asks you to interrupt. I think it's so rude. So rude. Everybody wants to hear me. Well, to be fair, everyone has heard you. Shut the fuck up, dickhead. So there we go. Thank you so much. I'm on the lemonade now. Oh, thank you, Angela Marie. Right, we've got a couple more questions. We've got about 5 minutes left. This has flew by tonight. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you so much, Angela Marie. I've done a while, but I'm just turning them back into John Bishop now, aren't I? There we go. He's gone quiet now, Donald, hasn't he? Have you noticed that? He sat there quiet as a mouse because I told him to shut the fuck up. I tell you what, John, I thought that was a really good saying that when you said that. When you said, shut the fuck... To be honest, Gary, by the time you tell someone to shut the fuck up, it'll be time to go home. So just, if you're going to speak, plan what your sentence is going to be and speed it up a little bit. Thank you so much, Angela Marie. Oh. So there we go. If anyone wants to buy me a pint as well, I'm free Saturday night. Gary, why does it sound like you're singing? Right, here we go. I'll answer it. Gary, why does it sound like you're singing with a mouthful of plums? Love won't wait forever and again. I suppose it does. You're absolutely right, isn't it, Angela Marie? You know, and I sang one of my songs that no one's really heard of, but it's one of my favourite ones. It's called Love Won't Wait. Do you remember that one? It was when I first started my solo career. I just left Take That and I started singing this song, and it was one of my favourites. Well, you know, I got to say, I've never even heard of you. Never mind that song, if I'm honest with you, Gary. Donald, what? How many times have I told you to shut the fuck up? If I'm perfectly honest, lads, I think we all need to calm down, because I think it's all going to kick off. Nobody kicks off. I've got so much security around me. So much security, it's so great. So there we go. Couple more questions, and then we can from these celebrities. No, there's just these 5. This is the rules, you see. I've got rules. I'll get picked 5 celebrities each week, and I've got to use these specific celebrities. So any more comments or questions you want to bring up? Danny or Diane Abbott is amazing. Well, you know, I've never even heard of Diane Abbott, but, you know, well, I sort of know she is, but I know that I've actually never heard the impression. I'd like him to do it, actually, one day. That'd be quite good. Has Diane Abbott been on this show before? I think she has. I think she was on a couple of weeks ago, Donald. Oh, was she? Can't believe I missed that one. I do like it when he does Diane Abbott. So do I. I think it's so funny and so great. Link didn't work. Post it again, Danny Posthill. Mr. Joe Pitman does all that, you see, because I can multitask. I'm useless at multitasking. Next question. Got one more question before I go, because I'm going to have my tea. I'm starving. If anyone wants to donate, please feel free to keep doing what you're doing, Danny. You're so funny. Never change. Thank you, Lauren Lewis. However, if I'm an impressionist, I can't. I've got to change, really. It's my job, innit? I've got to do all the different voices. So I suppose I've got to change all the time. How long does it take to weigh in your head? Do you know, Seymour, I think you're a great guy, fantastic guy. You've asked a lot of valid questions, really great questions. And, you know, to iron my hair, it all depends what iron that I'm using, you know. If I'm using a 5 iron, you know, but I've tried using a 5 iron, that didn't work. So I decided to use a 9 iron, you know, and I've got to say it's very, very good. It's a great thing to use, a 9 iron, you know. If you need to chip it out of the rough, a 9 iron is very good. But when it comes to your hair, I think it's probably the worst thing to do, because what it does is, because especially if you've not cleaned your golf clubs, you know, when you've finished playing golf, then I suggest that what you do is you will get mud all over your hair. So there we go. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been a pleasure. Gentlemen, have we had a good time? I've had a fantastic time. Well, I've had a good time, apart from the fact that he didn't shut the fuck up. And you know what? I've actually quite enjoyed myself. It's been weird having half an hour without a piano. And I've got to say, I've been sat here in silence, but it's been quite fun. And I've got to say, I can't wait till next week's show. Is Donald having a Parmo? Do you know, I got to say, a Parmo is an amazing thing, but I need to stop eating Parmos, because I will end up morbidly obese, and I will stop looking like Dominic Littlewood if I eat anymore. I will go from Dominic Littlewood to Fred Elliott. So there we go. That's all we got time for, guys. Thank you so much for coming, watching the show. I'm enjoying this, actually. Join me next week with a whole load of different celebrities. Obviously, it could be subject to change, depending what's happening. Hopefully, I could be doing a gig next week, but you never know. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed what you're seeing, I also do personalised press conferences as Donald Trump. If you go on my Joke Pit page, you'll be able to see I do a one as Boris and I do a one as Donald Trump. So if you, I'll put my 2 dates up as soon as I get them. But there's no point me telling you them now because I don't know what I'm going to be doing, Angela Marie. But so click on my Joke Pit page. There's loads. There's personalised messages. If anyone wants a personalised message for their birthday. What else have we got? We've got personalised press conferences. There's loads of videos and stuff on there as well. Loads of free content for you to watch if you've enjoyed the show. And if you've also enjoyed the show, feel free to give us a little donation. Wendy Cooper, you bloody missed it. What you like? Well, I'm finishing now. So you can watch this on catch up anywhere. So how good does that sound? It sounds like I'm an actual program, doesn't it? Get me on catch up. Hope you enjoyed all the voices and thank you so much for your questions and feel free to donate if you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you later.